Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope everyone is having a great day out there. I just wanted to jump on and do a little update video on the chopper build, giveaway bike, and everything else that I've been working on, because I haven't made a video in a hot minute. I've been super busy. So yeah, let's take a little walk and I'll show you what I've been working on. So the chopper's inching along, but we'll get to that in a minute. This has kind of been taking a fair bit of my time the last couple weeks on and off in between traveling. I've been working on this. So I'm going to do a full video on this build and it's almost done. But basically, Royal Enfield Classic 350 with a cozy sidecar setup. This is my first sidecar project. I've never done one of these before. And honestly, it was kind of challenging just because it's all new to me. No instructions. Typical India build quality. So, like I said, I'm pretty close on this. I did some test riding yesterday. I need to make some more adjustments to the geometry, put the fender on, a little bit of wiring, and we should be good to go on that. I haven't been working on very much, but I have been riding the ST a whole lot. Love this thing. Dinah, she hasn't gone very far. And the van. So a few videos ago, I showed you guys the van. We got it running. All right. And drove it, and it was a lot of fun.
Woo! We're really sending it. All right. Second. It's smooth.
Can we hit third?
Hit third. We're downhill.
All right.
Send it. Oh, yeah.
We got all three, baby.
She's mint.
All right, we better check the brakes now that we're rolling ass downhill.
All right. Send it.
Whoa, only one side of the brakes work.
Oh, whoa there, Nelly. Hi. I didn't even need the fire extinguisher. Not even just a little.
And I've done absolutely nothing with it since because, well, I've been traveling. Bro, what do you know about that pinstriping on the Kia? Yee doggy. She fancy. And honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm going to do anything else with the van. I'd like to make it more drivable, but my time has just been super limited. I have two little kids. All right, safety first. Got our seatbelts on.
Daddy doesn't need safety because he doesn't have a seatbelt on that side.
Oh, that's okay. I do. There's a seatbelt over here. Ready?
Ready?
And outside of motorcycles, I do have, another thing going on, and that's real estate, which is out of state. So I've been traveling a fair bit for that, and it's really eaten into my time, but I'm doing my best to inch along on all these projects. So let's talk about the Sportster giveaway project. I'm actually really excited about this, way more than that, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? So we are at basically what I would call almost the halfway point with this thing. I got in some new parts, being sissy bar, rear fender. They got the battery tray sort of set up and kind of getting all that figured out. We have a little bit of fab work left to do. Basically, the oil bag mounts for the top. And then on this side, we need to figure out some kind of stay for the rear caliper. So the kit comes with this little arm to weld down here. Well, and that to go with it. But I'm not sure we're going to use that. I kind of have another idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So I got to play with that. These are the tabs for the oil bag. And then, like I said, we got the battery tray in there. This is actually backwards. I was just kind of playing with it. But it's cool because it has the fender mount. Cool fender. I think it's going to fit well. I got I think, what did I go with? The 6-inch fender on this one. And we're going to either run a 140 or a 150. This is a 150. I'm going to probably get Shinko 777s for it, so they're nice and sticky. But making progress. One of the things that I don't have yet is handlebars. I had ordered some. The order got canceled, and I just never readdressed that. So one of the big challenges that I've ran into on this project is I'm trying to keep everything original as far as the wiring and the functions. I want turn signals and all that. So for a chopper, that adds a lot to the build to do everything, because basically traditional choppers, you just take as much stuff off as you can and make it as simple as you can, and that's like, you know, way easier. This is a little bit more complicated, but you know, that's just what I decided to do, so that's what we're doing. It's the same with the suspension and the engine. You know, we could have went with a regular non-S engine, single or no front brake, but we're doing dual discs with awesome calipers and all that, because that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, inching along on that project. And as far as everybody bugging me about how to enter, I get it. You want to know. But I'm not going to do all that until the bike is done, because I don't want people spending money and then me being like, oh my God, I got to work on this thing 24/7 until it's done. It'll get done when it's done. And then when it's done, we'll figure out a way to enter to win it. I'm just looking forward to riding it. I really want to ride this thing. I think it's going to be fast as heck with the Sportster S engine in there. Yeah, big time fun. By the way, another non-motorcycle thing that I've been working on is clearing my property, you know, making sure it's all fire safe and whatnot. And I had like 6 cords of wood that I had cut here. I've already sold half of it, but if you're local, Boulder Creek, SLV, Santa Cruz, and you need some wood, hit me up, because I probably have at least 3 cords more right here that I will sell for the cheap, because it's not split, but it is pretty dry. I cut it last year. Then I also have a madrone on the ground I just cut. Old Blue stays looking good. So here's the giant madrone. Like I said, it's already on the ground, cut up in sections. I just have to drag it up and cut it. But if you want to do the cutting part, it will be basically free. So yeah, in the back here, I cut down a bunch of trees, had the stumps ground. Fire danger is a real thing here in California. Like 4 or 5 years ago, fire came within 17 feet of the house, the CZU wildfire. So we're just making sure we're ready for the next one. So like I said, I had to do a bit of traveling. I was out of state for a little bit longer than I had planned on being. But hopefully, at least for the next month or so, I will be back home and able to knock some more work out on this thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And like I said, the sidecar project, I'm maybe 1 or 2 more days of work away from that. And then it's probably going to take me a little bit of editing, because weeks worth of working on it, a couple hours here and a couple hours there. But that was a really interesting project, and I'm glad that we're almost done. We'll put it that way. This thing is where it's at. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you on the next one.